You need to drop everything and pay absolute attention right now because a coin that's probably sitting in your car's cup holder, rolling around in your junk drawer, or buried at the bottom of your purse just sold for enough money to buy a brand new motorcycle, completely renovate a kitchen, or fund an entire year of college tuition. A 2002 South African 50-cent coin, a piece of brass-plated steel that looks identical to millions of others still circulating today, recently hammered at a prestigious auction for an amount so mind-blowing that the auctioneer had to pause the proceedings to verify the bidder wasn't joking or making an input error. This transaction was completely legitimate, witnessed by expert numismatists from around the world, and the coin was authenticated and certified by the most respected grading service in existence. What makes this even more insane, what should have you running to check every coin you own right this second, is that the characteristics separating this fortune from worthless pocket change are so incredibly subtle that bank tellers handle these treasures daily without recognizing them. Vending machines reject valuable varieties as defective, and people literally throw them in charity donation boxes completely unaware they're giving away something worth more than their monthly car payment. The 2002 50-cent coin holds unique significance in South African numismatics because it represents a transitional period when the country was still refining its post-apartheid identity and modernizing its coinage to reflect the new democratic nation. By 2002, South Africa had been democratic for 8 years under Presidents Mandela and Mbeki, and the currency was evolving to celebrate the nation's diverse heritage and natural wonders. The 50-cent denomination features the strelitzia flower, commonly known as the bird of paradise, a distinctive South African plant that symbolizes freedom and represents the country's unique flora. The coin's brass-plated steel composition was chosen for durability and cost-effectiveness, designed to withstand years of heavy circulation in South Africa's demanding economic environment. These coins were produced in massive quantities, tens of millions flooding into commerce through banks and businesses, intended as workhorse currency that would circulate extensively and require frequent replacement as they wore out. What coin experts deliberately don't broadcast, and what casual collectors discover only after priceless opportunities have vanished forever, is that 2002 50-cent coins exist in such wildly divergent varieties and condition levels that the value difference between common circulated pieces and elite specimens spans literally thousands of dollars in a gap that defies all common sense. Standard circulation strikes in typical worn condition are worth exactly face value, 50 cents, with no premium whatsoever, because billions of these coins were produced over the years and they remain readily available. But proof versions manufactured exclusively for collector sets using mirror-polished dies, multiple strikes, and specially prepared planchets that create spectacular deep cameo contrast between glassy fields and frosted designs tell a completely different story. The mintage for 2002 proof 50-cent coins was deliberately restricted to maintain collector appeal, with estimates suggesting only a few thousand complete proof sets were manufactured, and the survival rate in truly pristine gem condition has been devastatingly poor. The population statistics from professional third-party grading services tell a story so completely shocking that it should fundamentally alter how you view every single 50-cent coin you encounter. At the proof 67 grade level, representing gems with only microscopic imperfections, visible under intense magnification and exceptional eye appeal, perhaps only 8 to 15 examples exist across all major grading services worldwide combined. When you reach the proof 68 stratosphere, that already minuscule number plummets to maybe 3 to 6 pieces total on planet Earth. And at the virtually mythical perfection of proof 69, representing specimens so flawless that even experts must search desperately under magnification to find the single tiny characteristic preventing a perfect score, we're talking about perhaps 1 or 2 coins that have ever been professionally certified in the entire history of this issue. When a proof 68 or the legendary proof 69 example appears at a major international auction, which happens maybe once every several years in the absolute best-case scenario, collectors who've been hunting for decades engage in bidding warfare where rational financial considerations evaporate completely, and final hammer prices regularly reach 5 figures for a coin with a face value of 50 cents produced just 22 years ago. Error coins from 2002 create their own parallel dimension where the laws of economics cease to function normally, and individual specimens command prices that seem to mock their humble 50-cent denomination. The most dramatic and valuable errors are off-center strikes occurring when planchets aren't properly aligned between dies during the striking process, creating coins with partial designs and prominent blank areas. Minor off-center strikes showing 10 to 20% misalignment might be worth $200 to $500 depending on overall condition and visual appeal. But spectacular examples struck 40 to 60% off-center with massive design loss and huge blank planchet areas visible can command several $1,000s when authenticated and certified. The critical factors determining value include the degree of misalignment, whether the date remains clearly visible for definitive attribution, the overall condition of the error, and the dramatic visual impact that makes the error immediately obvious and appealing. Wrong planchet errors represent the absolute holy grail of modern South African error collecting, occurring when 50-cent dies accidentally strike planchets intended for completely different denominations through catastrophic quality control failures. Imagine discovering a 2002 50-cent design struck on a 1 rand or 2 rand planchet, creating a coin with obviously incorrect size, weight, thickness, and color that screams its error status even to non-collectors. These wrong planchet errors are phenomenally rare because multiple independent quality control systems must fail simultaneously for mismatched planchets to reach the coining presses, meaning that only an infinitesimally small number of pieces escape detection. When genuine authenticated wrong planchet 2002 50-cent errors appear at auction, error specialists with deep pockets compete ferociously, and recent transactions have produced results that made headlines in numismatic publications worldwide and left observers absolutely stunned. Die varieties add another fascinating dimension to 2002 50-cent collecting, with specialists documenting doubled dies where design elements show visible doubling from multiple die impressions, die cracks creating raised lines on coins, clash marks from dies striking together without planchets, and various manufacturing anomalies. Some varieties are dramatic enough to identify with basic magnification and good lighting, while others require specialized knowledge, comprehensive reference materials, and comparison against documented examples to attribute correctly. A common coin worth face value might suddenly be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars if it exhibits a rare documented die variety, and these discoveries continue happening as meticulous collectors examine coins under magnification and compare them against comprehensive variety catalogs that specialists maintain online. Authentication through professional third-party grading services is absolutely mandatory and non-negotiable for any 2002 50-cent coin that might be valuable because the substantial sums involved have attracted sophisticated counterfeiters who specifically target modern high-value errors and top-grade proofs. These services employ world-class experts who've examined literally millions of modern coins throughout their careers and who maintain extensive reference collections of known genuine pieces for microscopic comparison. The comprehensive authentication process includes painstaking visual examination under high-powered magnification, revealing surface characteristics invisible to naked eyes, ultra-precise measurement of weight and dimensions, against official South African mint specifications with tolerances measured in fractions of millimeters and milligrams, detailed assessment of striking characteristics, and metal flow patterns consistent with genuine mint production processes, thorough edge examination showing characteristics specific to South African mint equipment and techniques, and when necessary, advanced analytical methods including X-ray fluorescence spectroscopy for non-destructive composition analysis. The market dynamics for 2002 50-cent coins have strengthened considerably over recent years as international collectors have discovered South African modern coinage, and as registry set competition has driven demand for top-grade material to unprecedented heights. Wealthy collectors, competing for the coveted #1 ranked positions in online registry, set competitions will pay seemingly irrational premiums to upgrade even a single coin by 1 grade point, because that upgrade might advance their set's ranking and provide the immense satisfaction of owning the absolute finest assemblage in existence. This intensely competitive dynamic benefits all owners of quality material by establishing strong price benchmarks that cascade down through lower grade levels. The relative modernity of 2002 coins makes their extreme rarity at top grades even more remarkable and appealing to collectors who appreciate the irony of recent issues being nearly unobtainable in gem condition. Storage and preservation become absolutely critical once you realize you might own a valuable coin because brass-plated steel coins are vulnerable to specific environmental threats including moisture-causing rust and corrosion underneath the brass plating, salt exposure from handling or environmental sources causing pitting and damage, temperature fluctuations causing expansion and contraction that can damage plating, and physical contact with other coins or hard surfaces causing scratches and marks. Coins must be stored individually in inert holders made from archival quality materials like mylar that won't chemically react with the brass plating over decades, kept in climate-controlled environments with stable, moderate temperatures ideally between 65 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit and relative humidity below 40%. And handled only when absolutely necessary, using powder-free cotton gloves and techniques that touch only the edges, never the faces. The absolute worst mistake anyone can make is attempting to clean coins using any method whatsoever, because this invariably causes microscopic surface damage that grading service experts identify instantly under magnification, and that can reduce a coin's value by 70 to 90%. Even if it appears shinier to untrained eyes. Investment potential appears exceptionally strong for 2002 proof 50-cent coins in gem grades and for authenticated dramatic error varieties based on several compelling fundamental factors, including fixed and continuously declining populations as attrition proceeds through loss and damage, rapidly growing international collector demand, particularly from newly affluent collectors in emerging economies, intensifying registry set competition, driving prices for finest known examples to record levels, the remarkable irony of recent coins being extreme condition rarities, and the coin's aesthetic appeal featuring beautiful designs celebrating South African natural heritage. These pieces combine genuine museum-quality rarity with recent enough production that they remain theoretically accessible, creating powerful collector appeal that supports robust long-term value appreciation. Discovery stories continue emerging regularly as proof sets surface in estate sales and forgotten storage, error coins appear in circulation finds by alert collectors, and meticulous collectors examine holdings under magnification, revealing gem quality or error characteristics they'd previously overlooked. These real-world discoveries, documented and shared in online numismatic communities, motivate continued vigilant searching because valuable pieces demonstrably remain hidden, waiting for educated recognition. You now possess knowledge that literally separates you from millions of people who handle these coins daily without recognizing potential fortunes. You understand which specific characteristics create extraordinary value, why condition matters with dramatic financial impact measured in thousands of dollars, how to identify errors and proof coins worth investigating further, and why professional authentication protects against expensive mistakes. This knowledge transforms you from someone who might overlook or discard valuable coins into someone who can recognize and capitalize on discovery opportunities. Take 5 critical actions immediately. First, subscribe right now because this channel produces consistent content revealing valuable coins hiding in unexpected places, and missing future videos could literally mean missing information about fortunes you unknowingly possess. Second, absolutely smash that like button because it helps YouTube's algorithm recommend this video to more people who desperately need this knowledge to recognize overlooked treasures. Third, share this video immediately with everyone who has South African coins, inherited collections, active coin jars, or who works in retail handling coins daily. Fourth, drop a comment below sharing your experiences with 2002 50-cent coins or other modern South African pieces you've discovered. Fifth, turn on notifications so you never miss videos revealing valuable coins you might already possess. Until next time, keep searching with educated eyes. Examine absolutely everything under strong magnification before dismissing it as common. Store coins properly in archival materials with climate control. Never ever clean coins with any method. And always remember that your next life-changing discovery might be that ordinary-looking 50-cent coin sitting in your pocket right now, waiting for you to finally recognize its extraordinary hidden value.